Hood Talk News, we on fire.
Yo, 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 what's good, man? Man, we got Video Vix and Gloria Velez in the hood today, y'all. And man, she got a wild story, man. I mean, she came on Vlad, man, and she telling it all, man. But with no further ado, y'all, let's get into this video, man. Her and Vladimir talking, man.
Okay, so now you're pregnant.
Yes.
And things don't get better.
No. Now I'm his property. Totally, he feels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, around this time, he starts hanging around Death Row.
Yes. Yes. He was going to be signed to Death Row.
Right. I remember he had a bunch of songs with Death Row, with Tupac.
Yes, he did.
What were the songs? Toss It Up.
Yes.
And was there another song?
They did a few songs.
Yeah. But
I only heard Toss It Up with Aaron Hall. They must be didn't release them songs. So whoever got them songs, y'all drop them, man.
Toss It Up was the big one.
Yes.
Right. It was with Jodeci and Danny Boy and Tupac.
That's right.
And Aaron Hall.
Yeah.
Okay. Because at that point, Guy had broken up.
He was, I guess, trying to go solo.
Yeah.
He was going solo. Him and Teddy has a hate-love relationship.
Right. I've interviewed Teddy about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a hate-love relationship. Yeah. So, you know, and he needed money. His manager robbed him blindly. He's one of those artists that lets his manager sign his checks, pay his bills. Should do it yourself. So he mismanaged all his money. And we were staying with his father. And then when Suge hit him up for the deal, we both flew to LA so he can record, do music videos, and I guess be down with the team.
That boy Aaron, that R. Kelly still his whole style, boy.
Right. You said when you met Suge Knight, when you were with Aaron, Suge just gave you a stack of money?
We tried to. So it's like a testing thing.
Huh.
You know, handing me money, and I saw what they do in this industry is they give you money, they give you things, and then you do what they say. I already learned that as a teenager, so I knew not to take it. I mean,
well, that's the reason Aaron ain't show up to Toss It Up video shoot, boy.
I mean, especially, you know, how crazy he was, so I knew not to take money from another man at that.
Right. You said Aaron was kind of nervous around Suge Knight.
Hugely nervous.
Why is that?
Suge would go around with empowerment. He had always a bunch of men around him with guns, and, you know, the environment that around him was heavy. You know, you felt that heaviness. Even though Aaron had his demons and his heaviness, this man overpowered that heaviness. So you felt it in your chest when you were around him then, you know? He felt unstoppable. He didn't have light in his eyes. It was darkness. Yeah.
Okay, because around this time, Tupac started coming by the hotel and having conversations with Aaron.
Yes.
And you were around.
Yes.
So what are these conversations about?
Well, I heard bits and pieces of it, even though the room wasn't big. You know, they were discussing contracts. They were discussing, you know, I don't want to say too much, but, you know, just things that were happening around them both. They were like brothers. They loved each other, literally. Pac loved him. Aaron loved him. They kind of...
I wonder, did Pac know her age? Did Pac know how old she was, man? Because this girl wasn't nothing about 16, man.
Felt like they were compatible, like they understood each other when they talked.
Okay, so Tupac requested Aaron to be on that song.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay,
They were buddies, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so they're hanging out and you get to know Tupac a little bit at this point.
Yes.
What was Tupac like at that junction?
He was a breath of fresh air. He was a light. He made Aaron calm his soul. Like, he was nice to me when he was around Aaron. No, just got him talking. He's like, that's a queen. He tried to, like, you know, tell him, don't hit her, don't do this, you know, trying to school him, like, you don't do that, you know.
But I will say, man, that's how it was back in the days, y'all. Older dudes with younger girls, man. We was younger at the time, so we ain't paying no attention. Back in our days, you know, they more sensitive now, which they should be. But back in my days, man, out to the junior high, we'd see older dudes pulling up all the time, picking up young girls. We'd be looking like, what this old dude doing out here? You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man.
She's pregnant. You know, you got to be careful. She's too skinny, because I was like losing weight instead of gaining weight. So I was like a size like 0-1. Like, I was so thin.
Wow.
I was depressed. I couldn't eat. I was going through a lot, you know?
Because you're 4 months pregnant at this point.
Yes. I was 4 months pregnant.
Okay, so Tupac is coming by.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron is potentially signing to Death Row, which he ended up never signing.
I don't know if the contracts went through or not. Yeah.
I mean, you never saw an Aaron Hall Death Row
No.
project.
Well, everything broke up after, when we left LA 3 months later, Pac died.
Right.
So that whole everything fell apart.
Got it.
All the deals, because Casey JoJo was there. It was so many black young artists from rap, from R&B were going to be signed to them.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
MC Hammer.
yeah, MC Hammer was around. Bow Wow was around.
It was so many.
Eric B was around.
Dang, man, I wish Suge would have did what he's supposed to do, man, because, man, Suge had a better formula for the game, man. Suge, you left us here with Diddy, man. You should have did what you're supposed to do, man. You had everybody, Snoop, Pop. Come on, man, even Hammer, man.
Jodeci, of course.
Yes.
Mary J. Blige.
It was going to be huge. That label was going to be,
It was supposed to be Death Row West. Were you in the studio with Aaron when he was working with Tupac?
I went a few times.
Huh.
Death Row East, Vladimir. They already had Death Row West.
I went a few times to the studio, but the environment was not for a female. Let's just put it that way. So he advised me to stay, at the hotel when he started doing these, hanging out and networking and being around the boys. It just wasn't safe. He didn't feel safe. And sometimes he didn't want to go, but he felt obligated to go.
Okay. Right. And this was really a hypersexual environment. I remember I interviewed Brother Marquise from the 2 Live crew. And we were talking about that. He was saying how during that time, there were guys around there saying that they felt they had a rape pass.
Right.
He actually said this on camera. A rape pass.
Right.
I mean,
Crazy.
at your age, when you look back at some of the lyrics, for example, me and my homies like to play this game, some call it Amtrak, we call it the train.
Yeah.
And there's a part of the song.
Vlad know all the lyrics, boy. That boy know all the, he's still singing them old freakazoid, man.
Where you say, the girl will say, stop, I say, I'm not. I mean, kind of rapey lyrics when you look back on it.
Yeah, but I have never forced myself on a female. I've never raped a young lady.
It was just crazy back in the days because most comedy, the lyrics was different, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that they came out with, it was more, you know what I'm saying, aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It was no holds barred. They say what they want to say. In music, it was the same way until, they tried that with Luke, and Luke had to go, fight that. But, man, it was crazy back then. We ain't look at it like that. Now, if you say some of the stuff they were saying back then, people going to be, whoa, you blow people's mind now. But back then, that's how it was, man.
I've always had consensual sex. Never none of that.
Not saying it was right.
Never none.
I understand, and I'm not accusing you of that.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is that when you look at those lyrics,
some of that shit was going on. Some of that shit was going on back then, and for that one particular song, that song was made up on experiences. I experienced that type of stuff. I've never ran a train on a girl until I met Luther.
Life in Miami.
Not saying that Luther is all bad, but that was the kind of thing that was going on, in Miami,
That's why when dudes say that stuff about Nipsey and Nipsey girl or whatever stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But from what they describe him down here, we call that a train. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it was right, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of people did that back then. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, we called it a train. You got 2 men and 1 girl, we called it a train. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went.
At that time.
Yeah.
We got to Miami. It was sort of a lawless place where anything goes, and girls was there, and it was guys that was, really like extrally on some thug and some goon shit, and
Now listen to what I'm saying now. I'm talking about with a guy and a girl. Now all the other allegations, I don't know nothing about, none of that. And I don't believe none of that's true listening to Wacky One, you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is when a guy and 2 guys and a girl is together in Miami, we call it a train. Running the train. That's what they call it.
In Miami, it was nothing, if you would hear guys say all the time, if I got rape license. That's what I heard in Miami. So, I used to see girls get abused and slapped for not participating.
Crazy.
So what was that like as a 14?
That was the normal down here, man. You know what I'm saying? These older guys, they stayed in the teen club. You know what I'm saying? We grew up next to a lot of these older guys. For real, and we were young kids.
Well, at that time, I almost got raped a few times.
Okay.
Because I never told anybody, but I wrote in my book.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I wrote in my book, I couldn't help but cry and write, you know?
Yeah.
But the reason why I didn't tell a lot of people or tell anybody was because I didn't want to hurt the people that tried to rape me and the ones that did rape me. You know, I thought about their family. You know, I didn't want to ruin their career, even though they weren't thinking about how they, you know, what they did to me and how they made me feel. So the first incident, I was on tour with DJ Jealous J, and now he's the producer that did the Lollipop.
Okay.
So he was very respectful. He always looked out for me. I was 14, and he made sure that I was good, like nobody harassed me. So we went down to the Keys, the Florida Keys. He had a show, and Luke, everybody was performing. It was a big show. And Luke had a party, the after party, and we all went, you know. I had boys protect me and, you know, and watch over me. There was a new athlete that just got a major deal, football player. And he kept flirting, and they kept saying, she's 14, yo. She's 14. Like, chill. You know, they kept telling him that. So I'm very quiet and just, you know, I'm used to just, okay,
Yeah, the girls were young back then. I went to school with some.
You know what I mean? Just so I won't offend anybody or not raise my voice because I saw how aggressive they are to other women. So, you know, he's like, let's talk upstairs. And he was very persistent. And I was like, he was like, just talk. It's so loud, the music. And I went ignorantly. And we were upstairs and, you know, he tried to rape me. And I told him, no, I want to leave. And he threw money at me and about how much, and kept throwing money at me. So I just said no. Like, I said no. And we went back and forth, and he just jumped on me. He's a football player. He was big, you know? And I just started screaming, even though there was so much noise, like so much music. But thank God my peoples heard me, and then they bust in, and they started, she's underage, what are you doing, you know? And he acted like he didn't care. You know, like he was above the law, that he was famous and rich. And they called me many a times when I got home, like, how much do you need to be quiet? I said, but nothing happened. He goes, yeah, but something did happen. But even though it didn't go all the way.
And the crazy part about it, man, this stuff's still going on today. It just, they got it a little secretive behind closed. It's more secretive now. It's behind closed doors. But, man, it used to be out in the open. Nobody said nothing. Young girls jumping in the car from the, we call it the jams, you know, the block party. You know what I'm saying? Jumping in the car with the older men. We ain't think nothing of it. We was kids ourselves. But a lot of that used to go on, man. And it probably went on around the world, man, because that's how it was back then. Crazy.
Way. But I didn't take any money. And I just said I would be silent. I won't say anything.
Well, Luke was one of those people that called you?
Yes.
Okay. How much did they offer you?
A lot of money. Because he just got a major deal, a football contract. You know, later on, I saw him a few times. I didn't say anything. And then as I got older, like in my late 20s, he apologized. I never saw that he ever raped anybody. He did well in his career, very, very well. You know, he tried to even flirt. I was like, that's not going to happen. You know, I thought that was weird. But, yeah, but I forgave him. I told him I forgive him, you know. And then after I started going on tour, girls started grooming you. Like, this is what women do in the business. I started going.
Man, where your parents was at, man? I know they had to know, man. They seen the videos, rapper videos on TV and stuff. You're 14 years old, man. Come on, man. They picking you up from the house, man. But like I told y'all, that was the normal back then.
Going to different parties, you know, they started inviting me. And yeah, it was just a lot of crazy shit. You know, they had the girls, they called girls with a bag of tricks. So they actually brought dildos and other stuff to these parties, like, and ready to play and ready to do whatever they say to do, and they did. And these are not just regular girls. I saw like actresses and singers and.
She ain't lying, man. When I was 17, man, I had a song out. One of the biggest artists in Miami, Prince Raheem, biggest bass artist at around that time, and man, some of the things I experienced at 17, man. I was so young when we did the song. My mama had to sign the contract with Island Records. You know what I'm saying? But man, listen, hey, it goes down now. It goes down.
And I looked up to them. So if they're doing it, it has to be acceptable. I'm a teenager, and they're
Shout out to Prince Raheem.
telling me this is what you do in this industry. This is what the parties are like. You know what I mean? To get in there, don't say no, don't do this. Initially, I played along. I did because that's what they were all doing, And then when I started saying no to certain things, I don't want to do it, they were being aggressive. And then one night, my girlfriend, I remember going in, but I don't remember leaving. And then I woke up somewhere else. But I remember they drugged me. But I remember certain faces, what happened. But I'm glad I don't remember it all. So, and those people I saw later, and they're huge. I don't mention their names because it's not worth it. But you have to act like it never happened. You have to be still accepted, because I've been blackballed many times just because I said no, I didn't do nothing to them. I just didn't want to be a part of that world anymore. Yeah, I played along. You act like you're happy and you're alone because you want them to feel comfortable. Because they look at you like, are you going to tell anybody? Are you going to be a problem for me? And you're like, I'm not going to be a problem. I'm good. And that's how I was all my life, even growing up. I don't want to be a problem to my parents. I've learned to be quiet, not show feelings, not show emotion. And the same pattern as the industry. As an adult, they should have treated me like their daughter, like a sister. Some of them did, don't get me wrong, they're all not like that. But a lot of them felt like, you're just a piece of meat that we can...
Man, the industry got the music industry, man, got the most perverts, man. I seen it with my own eyes. I'm talking about dudes coming, like she say, coming in with girls 14, 15 and stuff. And we used to be in there, we was their age, right? When we used to be in the studio with some of these guys. And they used to get mad when the girls used to hit on us because we was around their age, you know what I'm saying? They only was with them for what they had to offer, but it was crazy, man. I seen a lot of this stuff, man, firsthand, man.
Abuse you, take you whenever we please. Initially, I did play along, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you can see me happy in the videos. They say they got films of me. Yeah. I mean, I didn't live in grief, you know what I mean? I didn't play back things that happened to me. I was enjoying the moment, with them. Even though you would never know that they hurt me or they beat me up or they slapped me around, you would never know if I'm smiling in a video with them. Because I've learned to block that out, that like it never happened.
Well, by 16, you started dating Mad Lion.
Well, it was the fall or whatever. I was still 15 when I dated Mad Lion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, these dudes was off the chain. Mad Lion, what's going on, man? Come on, man.
15 going into 16.
Yeah, because I met him on tour.
I
was
music.
on tour with Kinsu, as another artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at that time, he had a hot song. He was sort of like the reggae, hip-hop crossover guy.
Yes.
And I remember he had a run
Yes,
right
he did.
around that time.
Yes, he did.
So you're dating him,
Yes.
and this is where the story gets a little fuzzy, depending on who you talk to.
Okay.
You meet Aaron Hall.
Okay, so me and Madeline were dating for a long time, for like over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then on and off, because we're traveling.
But the crazy part, everybody in Miami knew her age when Aaron Hall was dating her. Everybody knew that. Yeah, Aaron Hall dating 16-year-old. Everybody knew that. Like, it wasn't no secret, no mystery, none of that stuff. Everybody knew.
I'm still in school, on and off in school.
I just want to note,
Oh.
I did the math.
Yeah?
You're 16, Madeline was 29 at the time.
16.
You were 16, and Madeline was 29.
Okay. Yeah, when I first met him, I was 15 when we started first dating.
So he was 28.
So he was 28. Okay. Yeah, I
Right.
didn't know how old he was.
Okay.
Yeah. I was talking about
28, 29, tomato, it's all the same. All the same. He too old for you.
I was talking about Laz. Laz, you were saying, I think Laz was like 20, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
I didn't say
but
Mad Lion. I don't know what age.
You consistently have this record of being underage and dating older men. This is like the 5th or 6th guy that you're dealing with.
Right.
She talking about DJ Laz from Miami, I think.
Right.
As an underage.
Me and DJ Laz were signed to the same record label, Pan Disc Records, at the same time.
Underage girl.
Well, you understand my environment. So my environment that I'm around older men. Mm-hmm. So it's like doctors dating nurses. It's like teachers dating You're going to date where your environment is.
It's not illegal to date a nurse.
No, I know. I'm not saying illegal.
A nurse doesn't get you a jail
sentence. No, I didn't
sentence.
say that. I understand what you're saying. No. I'm saying, but you're going to have some type of intimacy. As it could just be friendship. They took it there as well.
I get it.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with an underage girl, so.
No, I'm not saying it's
regardless
right.
of the environment, that's like saying
Yeah.
teachers dating their students. So like,
No, that of course. No, I'm
Right.
not saying it's right. Definitely
Yeah.
not right. Yeah.
Okay, I
I'm
just wanna
not
put
saying
that
it's
out
right.
there.
But I'm saying that when you're on tour with you get closer, people that you work with, you start, getting personal with them. But that it shouldn't have crossed the line. You're absolutely right.
Right. So you're, at this point, 16, dating a 29-year-old.
Right. Well, we started at 15 and then 16, in the middle of 16. How Can I Be Down? It was 95. It was in Miami. It's like a hip hop.
Boy, we can't say she had good parents. You was missing school, going on tours and doing shows with these older guys. Man, come on, man. Your parents had to know what was going on, man. They probably say you just so out of control, they just didn't get
convention or whatever. Mm-hmm. He was performing and I was dancing for a few, other artists. So we were both working that weekend. And I was walking on the beach with my girlfriends from high school, just doing.
Man, there's nowhere in the world, boy, I let my 16-year-old daughter be around some of these guys in the industry. None of these guys, tell you the truth. Come on, man. Skipping school, not going. 14. She was 14 when it started. Come on, man.
Just walking on the beach and going to events and going to the pools and stuff like that. And I met Aaron. Aaron pulled over in a limo with Teddy and his brother Damien and was like, would you like to come? They were, I guess, giving an awards. And he was like, come to the award show with us, da-da-da. And I was like, I didn't know who he was. I told him decline, no. He was persistent. I still said no. I met him a few times on the beach. So we never met in a club.
Man, you might be had a grown lady body or something going on. These dudes pulling up on you like this, man. I think I remember her from back in the day and what she looked like. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. They couldn't see she was 16. Come on now.
Nobody introduced us. He actually approached me a few times on the beach that weekend.
I interviewed Luke about this. He claimed that he introduced you to. He claimed that he knew Aaron Hall because he did this thing called Peep Show. And he did an interview with Aaron Hall, and he claimed that Aaron wasn't as freaky as R. Kelly. So Aaron said, oh, really? And he went...
R. Kelly stole his whole style and his freakness. Hey, how you steal somebody freakness too, man? You get freaky just like Aaron. Come on, y'all boy. Both of y'all boys like young girl. Come on, man. Boy, stole the style and his freakness. I never seen it like this in my life.
Ate a girl's ass right there in front of everybody to show that he was freakier than R. Kelly, and that's how their relationship started. And he knew you already, so he claimed that he introduced you guys.
I think the best thing you could do is...
Aaron did what? He ate a what in front of... Come on, man. This getting freaky about the moment, man.
Gloria Velez, who introduced Who to Who, and how did that happen? And at what period of time was she a dancer? In my group, at that period of time, she was a dancer, and I would get all these phone calls from her when she was staying with us. The best thing for you to do is ask her, how did she meet him? I ain't getting into no issue with him. When I met him, he was on the set of the Peep Show. And I mentioned, I was interviewing him and I mentioned, hey, look, R. Kelly is more freaky than you. And then he said, no, R. Kelly ain't more freaky than me. And he began to, girls out.
Hey, Luke say, hold on, nigga. No, we talking about music, man. Not that there, man. Come on now.
On the camera. So if he wants to deny that, there's plenty footage of that as well. And at that period of time, his record label then started calling up saying, please don't show that. Please don't put that out, because he was getting ready to put an album out. And so the best person to answer that would be Gloria Velez, because at that period of time, she was a dancer for me.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Okay. I would say that would be no big deal to say, but no, I didn't. He didn't introduce me to Aaron. And Aaron said it on your show, too, that Luke didn't introduce him to me.
He said that he saw you and just
that didn't happen.
Grabbed you.
Yeah, that didn't happen either. I mean, like he said, he wants to portray this type of pimp mentality. He just took me and slept with me and pulled me up into his room.
Right. He said he knew who you were because he saw you dancing for Luke.
Well, I don't know if he ever saw me dance, but Luke did introduce me to him.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's
Because
just what he
remember,
said.
they videotaped a lot of their shows and stuff
Right.
like that. So maybe he showed him me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, I met him on the beach.
Because I
Yeah.
interviewed Aaron Hall,
Yeah.
as you know, and
Yes,
this
of
was
course.
a very explosive interview.
Yes, he's very animated. Yes.
Yes.
Luke said that he introduced you to Gloria Velez.
Luke didn't introduce me to no Gloria Velez. We can call Luke right now. You know what I mean?
He said it in an interview a while back.
Look what I'm saying to you.
Hey, look at Don Juan. How it happened, man? How it happened, Jack? Tell him.
She was standing up with a Jamaican rapper named Mad Lion.
Okay, I know who that is.
Big Pun, Fat Joe, Method Man, like whoever you speak to, just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and her. Luke didn't never introduce me to anybody.
But he's a compulsive liar at that.
Man, everybody's story different, man. At this point, who cares, man? I'm still stuck on Aaron. Took a whole, you know what, and went to eating it, man. Come on.
That too.
To prove he more freaky than R. Kelly, man, we talking about music, man. Luke say, look, man, I ain't on this stuff, man. Look, that's Trick Daddy with the Eat a Booty gang. Look, I'm Mr. Pop That Coochie now. Come on. Hey, shout out to Trick too, man.
He's like, if you sit down with him, the story will change consistently. So he's one of those.
Okay, so you meet Aaron, but then Mad Lion finds out about it?
So yeah, so I saw him on the beach a few times, and then he was like, let me take you and your girlfriends out to eat and shopping. So my girlfriend's like, let's go. You know, we're young. We're, 16, let's go. Okay, what's food and, shopping? So we did, and when I was on my way back to the hotel, Mad Lion, the hotel, he could see, it was like a balcony. He could see from the front of us walking in, and he just started throwing my clothes over the balcony and screaming like, you slept with Aaron, da-da-da. I was like, what? Like, I was just weird because that didn't happen. But people were gossiping and saying they saw me with Aaron eating and...
But you eventually slept with him and had a kid from him. I don't know what story to believe over here, man. I don't know.
We were at the mall. So, yeah, that was over for our relationship. And me being stubborn and just going home, I should have just went home. I said, oh, so you think I slept with him? I'm going to call him and hang out with him just to get underneath his skin.
Yeah, you slept with him.
And I did, and we never left each other after that.
Okay, because you were 16 and he was 31?
Yep.
Okay, once again,
Yep.
same type of pattern.
Yep.
So now you start getting to this relationship with Aaron Hall, and you guys start sleeping together.
Yep.
And right after that, you get a tattoo?
Yep. Days later.
Days later.
Days later.
I think he said 3 days in the interview.
Probably. Yep.
And the tattoo says Aaron's.
Apostrophe S.
Right.
Yes.
Now,
I mean, manipulation is a motherfucker, I'll tell you that. And I wanted to please him. He was saying all the right things. You got to understand my mentality at that time. I come from a broken home. He's an older man stating that, we can do this together. We could be a team. I got your back. And I was just looking for love. I was looking for someone to just be there for me. And I wanted protection in this industry. I was already been abused. I already been raped. Just a lot of things happened to me up until that time that I met Aaron, So I was a broken child, just wanting to be held and to be loved, really. I was looking for love. And he was so
Lost little girl.
convincing. He's good. He was good,
lost.
At that time. And he was like, well, show me you love me, you get a tattoo.
well, yeah. Well, what I didn't mention is that tattoo was below your belly button,
Yes, it was.
basically saying this is Aaron's
You're
pussy.
right, exactly. Right, claiming.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, exactly.
And you were okay with this?
Well, I mean, I'm 16.
Was this
my
your first tattoo? Your
First
first tattoo?
tattoo. Yeah.
Right, I was gonna ask.
First tattoo. Yeah.
Aaron had to sign for it. He had to be a guardian. Don't you have to have a guardian to sign, you know what I'm saying, when you get a tattoo under 18? How you gonna sign for your girlfriend, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all had to know what was going on. Everybody knew what was going on, man. Come on now.
Okay,
First
quite a tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you guys get into this relationship,
Uh-huh.
and once again, you have a man that starts being abusive.
Yes. It didn't start off abusive initially. He was very loving. He was very loving, very romantic in the beginning, very passionate.
Aaron, you better start running now, boy. They might come back for you like they did it now, boy. You best to
Until, you know, we started traveling to like different states and he was performing here and there, spot dates. And his manager at the time was living in Virginia and they were stealing his money. He's not a good businessman. And yeah, he didn't have his own home. He was living out of hotels or we would stay with his father in Jersey. So he was bad money management.
Oh, then R. Kelly sent that boy to the homeless shelter. Boy, God dang, came and stole everything. I remember my brother-in-law used to do his satellites. He used to do satellites, you know what I'm saying? You know the bootleg satellites, you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember how that used to go. We ain't got to get into too much details because I don't need them coming from. But anyway, listen. My brother-in-law used to do his satellites, to go to his house and do his satellite. And my brother-in-law was telling me that, man, say that dude was, this year later, he still was angry at R. Kelly. That dude stole my whole style. I mean, Aaron don't mess with R. Kelly. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now.
Super bad. Always been bad. That I've learned over time. And
at that same house, he got caught with all them dogs and caught in For real.
When he would get upset, he would become aggressive slowly. Then tell me how to put my makeup. How should I wear my hair? How should I dress? Tell me how to shave. Like, I was young. I wasn't doing all that, you know? Higher heels, you know. I swear to God, he was grooming me, seriously grooming me. But I was willing because I was still a little girl. He was telling me how to be a woman.
You 16, he 45. What you thought he was doing?
But I was okay with it.
What groom? You can't groom him. You wasn't on his level. Come on.
At the time. Of course I was. You know, he says he loves me.
I don't know his age, y'all. I'm just exaggerating, but he was old.
You know what I mean? He's going to be there. We're going to be a team. And then, yeah, it just got ugly, you know? You know, don't look at men in the face for too long. You can only talk for a couple of minutes. Started choking out, pulling my hair. That's what little stuff first. And then the hitting, the beating. And then I couldn't leave the hotel room. He was sick dogs on me. And if I even step on the floor, the dog will bark to try to bite me. So I won't leave him if he left the room or go somewhere. Yeah, it was that serious.
Dude trained the dog to hate his girlfriend. Come on, man. If you stand in the same house, the dog automatically, I don't care what you do, he ain't gonna mess with the person that he live around. He had to train the dog to go after. I don't care how much you see around. If I say get her, you get her.
Yes.
Well, you said he would beat you with gloves?
Yes, he would beat me gloves, so he won't leave fingerprints on me. That's what he said, why he wore gloves. I asked him one night, because I wanted to know. Every time he would put gloves, it's a mental situation. Like when someone puts gloves and you know you're about to get beat, your heart starts racing, you know? Yeah, and he would never touch my face. It was always be body.
We talked about a situation where he dragged you to the bathroom and dunked your head in the toilet.
Yep.
And tried to drown you, essentially?
He was just enraged.
Man, come on, man. First R. Kelly making girls eating poop, and now this dude going for toilet. What's with them with Dookie, man? Toilet stool, poop, man. What? R. Kelly, you inherit everything from this. I'm convinced this dude's your daddy, man. Aaron Hall is R. Kelly's daddy. I'm convinced, man. Come on, man. They do everything alike.
Rage. He gets enraged moments, and he was just enraged. Oh, I know why. We went to Brooklyn, and he told me to get my nails done with one of the girls, one of his friends, and she was an older woman, and she was telling me you need to leave him, that he has other children. She was just breaking it down. You need to run, and we took longer than he wanted us to. But that was his friend, and he told me, you know. But I got beat because we took too long. He broke the nails on my fingers. And he used to play games like turn off all the lights. He came from an abusive family background as well. So the games he used to play with me to beat me up, they did to him when he was a child. So he would say, hide, and I'm gonna find you, then I'm gonna beat you up. Shit like that to mind fuck me.
That boy need therapy.
You know what I mean? And then that's the night that, you know, he dunked my head and he was just beating me up. But I was like screaming like a different scream, and it woke him. It was just like a different scream. And then he handed me a knife, and he said, I know you want to kill me, Gad, but I wasn't going to do it, you know? So, but a lot of mental manipulation.
That boy was on that good cocaine.
There was a situation where he choked you?
That's crazy.
Yeah, many times he choked the shit out of me. That was his thing too. Choking and hitting below. Yeah.
Well, after New Year's of that year, you became pregnant.
Yes. Yeah. Holidays were the worst when he got really abusive. I want to say this because his mother died during Christmas time when he was younger, and he goes into a deep depression.
Yeah, that boy would get real loaded around that time.
So it was like every night then. So right before I got pregnant, it was really bad. So when I got pregnant, I was like, this is not gonna happen. How the fuck I get out of this? You know what I mean?
Right, because you just turned 17.
I just turned 17.
He's 32.
Yes.
Almost twice your age.
Yes.
Man, they ain't locked this dude up when he signed the birth certificate. Come on, man. Man, let me know what y'all think down at the bottom, man. This is a crazy situation, man. I don't know, man, Aaron Hall. I don't know, but we been knew about all this, man. This ain't no mystery. But listen, y'all, tell me what y'all think in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my platforms. You rocking with the realest platform on the planet, Hood Talk News. I'm out. Haha. Yeah.
Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. Respected by the realest thugs, never been a thug, but feel every thug needs some love. Caught up in the matrix, wrist shining like Mike Glove. Another 150, that big ol' shine like a light bulb. We gon' keep it slight, cuz any nigga might budge. He ran and got his fellas, cause he jealous and they don't like us. I'm trying to tame the beast and keep the peace, but they ain't right, bruh. They wanna start the beef from living life and they ain't like us. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. And haters wanna see us go, we poppin' out this bitch like a motherfucking TV show. More baddies than the baddies, and I ain't tryna get married on some upscale shit. And lil' mama a little savage, goddamn, can I grab it? I'm just playing, but can I grab it? They say the way I flip this money, I should be in gymnastics. Say the way I killed this beat, you should dead it in the casket. Watch the way I'm pulling up, matte black, so nasty. Slow mashing, I let them pull past me. Once I hit the gas, man, they know it's no catching. Competition waiting, faking, hating for no reason. All my competition might be dead or in prison. Now I see the vision, stay true to your religion. She made them catch the Holy Ghost, she popped it like a pistol. She made her spin up all this dough by acting like she miss him. Now he got issues, give his ass a tissue. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga.